In this video, we're going to look at finding the surface area of three-dimensional figures. Now, in determining surface area, when we're looking at the figure, if we're going to paint this figure or dip it into a bucket of paint, anything that gets painted is part of the surface area. Now, with this rectangular prism, the easiest way to do this is to break it down into parts. Now, one thing we would know is that the front and the back rectangle are congruent. The left side and the right side are congruent. And the top and the bottom are also the same. So we have two faces. Okay, we refer to the lateral faces or the different sides of the prism as faces of the polygon. And the front and the back are both 2 centimeters by 5 centimeters. We also have the left side and the right side, which are the same. They're both 2 by 8. And then we have the top and the bottom, which are both 5 by 8. So in determining the surface area, we're going to find the area of these different parts. This would be 20 centimeters squared. Here we would have 32 centimeters squared. And this last top and bottom piece is 80 centimeters squared. So our total surface area, when we add this all together, would be 132 centimeters squared. Next, we're going to look at a cylinder. Now, again, we're finding surface area, so we're going to paint this cylinder. The top and the bottom would both be circles. We know to find the area of a circle, we take pi r squared. And in this case, we have 2 of them. And our lateral surface would be the side of this cylinder. Now imagine this is a soup can, and we're talking about peeling off the label of the soup can. You roll that out, what shape does it make? It's going to make a rectangle. Now to find the area of a rectangle, we take base times height. The height of the rectangle is going to be the same as the height of the cylinder. The base of the rectangle is the circumference of our circle. So we're going to take our circumference times our height to find that lateral surface. So for this particular cylinder, we're going to take our top and bottom. So we have 2 times pi 3 squared. And then to find that lateral surface, we have our height, which is 10. And then the circumference is 2 times pi times 3. So here we have 18 pi square feet for the top and the bottom, and we have 60 pi square feet for the lateral surface. So our total surface area for this cylinder is 78 pi square feet. To find the surface area of a pyramid, first of all of the lateral faces of a pyramid are triangles. And here we have the slant height. Now it's not the height of the pyramid, right? The height of the pyramid would go from this vertex perpendicular to our base. Here our slant height goes from this vertex perpendicular to this side. So the slant height is the height of our triangle. And then each side of the base would make up the base of that triangle. So in finding the area of those triangles, in this case we have 4 triangles. This being a square on the bottom, all 4 of those triangles are congruent. So to find the area of those 4 triangles, we have 1/2 times base times height. Now we see here that our square is 6 meters on each side. Let's say the slant height here is 4 meters. So in finding the area of the base times the height, we have 1/2 times 4 times 6. And again, there's 4 of those triangles. So that would give us a total of 48 square meters for all 4 of those triangles. We also have our base. In this case, it is a square. Remember, the base of pyramids can be any shape. But here we're going to take the area of that square, 6 by 6, so we have 36 square meters. So the total surface area of this pyramid would be 84 square meters. To find the surface area of a cone, we take pi r squared plus pi times r times L. Now the pi r squared, that makes up our base, which is a circle. The pi r L makes up the lateral surface of this cone, which basically, when flattened out, would make a sector of a circle. Now r is the radius and L would be our slant height. So on this particular cone, to find the surface area, we're going to take pi times 3 squared, since our diameter is 6 inches, plus pi times 3 times 7, 7 being our slant height. And we can find our total surface area to be 30 pi inches squared.